Welcome back to Glowingcard Gaming. Tonight, a new Nukes Top 5. And now, your host, Adam. Hey everybody, we're doing a new Nukes Top 5. It's a little later than I wanted to be on. I should have gotten on a couple hours ago. But I was revamping the channel, trying to do some things, because some of the videos and stuff haven't really been hitting lately. I'm just not, like the shorts that I'm posting normally get anywhere between 1 to 2K views. And the last few shorts I posted had, granted they had hashtags in the title, probably should have had just hashtags in the descriptions. So I'm trying to change some stuff up. But those last 3 I posted had, I think that the most that views that one of them had was 15. 1.5. Not 1.5K or 1,500. No. 15. That was it. So, that's what we're doing. I was just, taking a little time to do that. And it's also Christmas, and I also have family obligations and stuff, so I didn't really post or do anything over the weekend. Probably Wednesday, this is Monday, right? Wednesday, I have half a day at work, so the other half of that day, I'll probably do a little bit of shopping. I know. I haven't done all my shopping, so I'm going to go out, try and do a little shopping, and then I'm going to, what else am I going to do? Oh, I'll come back and stream some. I've been thinking about it. I think we're going to do the Path of Pain. See, I don't understand why, this is 2 days ago and this is a year ago. Okay, let's go to his videos. How about that? There we go. We have one video to look at now. All right, let's close that. All right, how about we stop it and close that? How about that? How about now? All right, let's get into it. Actually, before we do that, we're going to do the Path of Pain. Probably do that Wednesday, late afternoon, depending on when I can get out. Without saying too much, a lot of the business that I work for will close around noon. If I can, and generally in the past I have been able to log out about that time, that would be Mountain Time. So just to let you know, that's kind of what's up. That's what's going on. Try and get out of that. We'll do the Path of Pain. And then I found some, and there's always some free demos. I think we might just start doing random games. See if we like something. Maybe we'll buy it and then play through that, whatever that is. So we'll do that. One other thing. The other thing we're going to do, we're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up and do the picks, the reveal from last week, and the new picks for this week. Probably do that tomorrow, and depending on how early I get done, maybe we'll play something. I don't know. Maybe we'll do one of the demos tomorrow night. Have some random game. We'll see how we're doing. We'll see how everything pushes out. See if we start getting viewers. Try and be a bit more regular on the channel. All of those things. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill.
Also, if we've already reviewed these on the channel, I'll probably skip, especially this one, because I think I've watched a lot of his stuff, so I know he has longer, more involved videos. We're not going to see anything new in his videos.
One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor that gives her goosebumps.
Okay.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little female voice seems to whisper, "Come," and the elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay." Then again, we hear the quiet little voice clearly say, "Mama."
Okay.
The woman's daughter, Jennifer, says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister, who passed away in 2017. She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over.
I'm going to stop it there. Again, we're hearing voices that are disembodied, and to be fair, in the first video, I didn't hear them. I had to have them enhanced. But before he plays the enhanced version, and we can hear it clearly, he says what he thinks it's saying, or what people think it's saying. So we don't get to make up our mind for ourselves, so we're hearing what we're reading. Whether it really says that or not, I'm not sure. And is it paranormal? Because I couldn't really hear it. It had to be really enhanced for me to do that. And who knows what that sound really could have been. The creaking of the bed as she's moving around. Because I know a lot of this stuff creaks and crackles. So it could have been just a noise, a random noise that was made in the room. I don't know.
Over to the other side.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing. I was working with a guy. Let's watch the rest of this video. Before we get to the next video, I'll tell you that story.
Child's play.
That would be the perfect time. Look at that. Not too long later. But I was working with a guy, and he was working in one of the oldest churches in the area. And I'd mentioned this channel and that I debunk videos and stuff. And he said he was working late in the building because they wouldn't let him work during the day because they were holding services. And even in the afternoons and evenings, they would be doing Bible studies and those types of things. So he'd left some equipment down in the basement. And I think he was done with the job, but he had to go back down there to get his equipment. And he'd always been kind of creeped out about it. So he goes back down there, and I guess he's with his girlfriend, but his girlfriend's so creeped out, she wouldn't come into the building. She wouldn't go past the threshold of the front door. I'm not sure why, but then he showed me a photo he clicked, I think he'd already collected his stuff and he'd already been in the room. Or he may have because he'd already turned on the lights and he'd examined the room, and he just had a real bad vibe about the room. So for whatever reason, I can't remember if he had already collected his stuff or he still needed to collect his stuff. I think he'd already collected his stuff, because after he took this picture, I don't think he would have collected his stuff. He takes this picture, and there's two women clearly in the photo. I don't know how well clearly, as in you can see their silhouettes. The weird thing is there's like a blue glow behind them, and there's two windows in the room, and they're kind of not covered, but it was dark out, and the windows usually are kind of covered with some sort of crud, so they're a little brown. And the windows appeared red, like glowing red. To me, it almost sort of kind of looked like somebody had taken a photo with some sort of not night vision, but some sort of weird overlay where almost like a negative, but a different color versus negative kind of thing. It was very strange. The photo was just strange overall. And if he has checked out the channel, he did take a picture of my channel, so he was going to check it out. If he's out there, please go ahead and message me, and I'll have you send me the photo, and I'll show it on the channel. If you don't get this, and you didn't follow through on anything, well, have a nice life. All right, back to the videos.
A young woman named Stephanie posted a cute video of her toddler just playing around, crawling over their couch and having fun. Later, she posts her video to the internet so her friends and family can watch her son play. But then, viewers begin to notice something in the video that gives them the chills.
Okay. Immediately, my eye is drawn to this weird shadow right here. That was there immediately. I can't tell. There does look like there's something here, too. There's a lot of edges to look for. So right here, we're going to look. The edge of the door, we're going to look. We're going to keep... Excuse me. I have a soda here, too. We're going to wet our whistle here. Thank God it was a little cold down here still, so... This soda is actually... It's not cold like it's been in the fridge, but it's cool, for sure. Better. Smooth. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Did you see it? This looks edited. There's quite a few reasons why I think this is edited.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's hard not to see. So it's weird in that the first time it comes through, it's almost like there's this circle around what we're seeing, like this has been edited and moved in. This really looks edited, like poorly. Not only that, but the lighting in the room or the camera lens dims every time it comes on. So this just looks like a very bad editing job to me.
A strange little figure peeking around the baby's playpen, right next to the floor. Stephanie says that she never noticed this little figure before she posted the video and viewers mentioned it. She says that no other children were anywhere around, and she has no idea.
It doesn't look... Sorry. It doesn't look like a child. It looks like some ghostly dead figure with really long hair, like the grudgy, evil looking. This doesn't look friendly, by the way. It looks evil and demented. And again, if you're doing this, hopefully nothing has been done to the child. Hopefully all she was doing was filming her kid, and this is a real thing. But if you're using your kid, and especially in this way, unfollow, unsubscribe, stop watching this stuff. Quit sharing it out, and shame on Nukes for sharing it too. Really. That's why I'm hoping this is real. And if it's real, this thing, whatever it's doing, messing around with kids, not good. Evil.
Here is. But if you notice, her child starts to head into the room. Then he exits quickly. But later he walks right back in like nothing is there. So just who or what is this? You decide.
See, look at how evil that is.
Next
it does not look right
creepy video filmed
to me.
By a woman named Nicole of her young son Hendrix. Now, what is really odd here is that the little boy seems to actually react to something that we can't see.
Sorry. If we can't see it, it's just some kid. And why are we filming our kids and posting it? I think Australia had it just wrong in a few ways. I think you can let kids, and I think it should be the parental choice when and how old somebody should be. I don't think the government should be dictating or mandating, and I hate the Australian government for doing that. They are wrong. They're corrupt, controlling, evil dictators. They are dictators. That is a dictator move. And that should absolutely be up to the parents, period. Because I think most kids probably can handle being a YouTuber and doing that with supervision. I'm not saying you shouldn't supervise your kids. And it's up to the parents on, again, how old. I'm just saying 12 is right in that median. There have been parents who have small kids, 6, 7, 8, reviewing toys on there, but they are helping them along, filming them, guarding and guiding them along on that. That's the parents' and kids' choice. Showing kids like this and then posting it feels like you're using your kids for views. And I'm really not digging any of these videos so far for using your kids. I'm going to show them for now, but maybe in the future we're going to keep that in the back of our mind on maybe we're not going to be showing anything with kids in it moving forward.
When the little baby
You didn't hear it?
opens the door, a creepy voice seems to whisper, "Yes." And the little boy just shuts the door in the spirit's face and nopes his way right back out of there. Now,
Well, look at the Buddhist doll in the back. I mean, come on.
And slightly amused viewers of the clip decided to add their own subtitles, which actually sound pretty accurate. Just listen. So did the little...
I mean, maybe. Somewhat accurate, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if that's a real voice or if that was edited in. Again, I don't like that if it's edited, the parents using their kid in this way. I think it's despicable. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about that. And if it's a real evil entity, that's even worse. Let's move on. I just don't want to. I think we might skip through from now on. I'm not going to be doing that. I think we get the gist of where people are coming from when they're doing that.
Aria is staying at an old hotel in Virginia. One night around 10 p.m., she's walking back to her room when she notices a strange-looking man following her. She starts to record with her phone, pretending that she's on a video call to try to scare the guy away. But it doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
I think we've seen this one. We're going to go ahead. Yeah, this is Tam Lim. It looks like Tam Lim. But we don't see the guy in her video. But the other creepy thing is you come back to her room and Here, this wand right here, this is what people use to break into people's rooms. They'll slide it under the door, and they'll pull the handle from the inside, which will unlock the door and allow them entry into the room. I don't know what the heck is going on in this video. I mean, to be fully honest, this is a crazy one. I have reviewed this on this channel. Nuke has done this before. We're just going to skip past this. There's some paranormal stuff that happens as she runs, just after she runs by, too. It's very creepy. It's a very creepy video. I would totally recommend going back and watching that yourself. Nuke does a good job of covering that.
It was posted to the internet without a source. So the story goes that a woman claimed to have a doll that was haunted, and she said that she would often catch it moving all on its own. After being asked repeatedly by viewers, she decided to point a camera at the doll and live stream the entire thing. Around an hour in, with skeptical viewers watching closely, there was a bit of movement. Watch closely.
It runs and jumps at the camera. That is a little weird. But it looks like, okay, what it really looks like is something heavy kind of, I don't know if I believe this for a couple reasons. One, could have been she had something set up so that when she pulled the string, it made that reaction. Or two, it's a natural reaction, but it really does feel like there was something heavy on there that fell off at the right time, and it just caused that whole thing to move. It feels almost like something fell off and it caused it to move naturally. I don't know if this is paranormal. I can't see anything really that does that. Now, probably will do it again, and that will make it paranormal. Okay, it's either fake or paranormal, because it's almost like she rigged something up and was pulling a string, which caused that whole thing to fall over. That's kind of what it feels like here. Now, further, and it's weird that I called that before it happened, because I don't remember seeing this video. Maybe we did, maybe we reviewed it. I don't remember watching this video before. But being able to call something like that, it's just disappointing. And I've been able to do that a lot. You can kind of tell kind of how these things go. It's almost formulaic. It seems formulaic, and when it's formulaic, it's probably fake. Now, maybe we'll see a shadow figure or something else going on here. Yeah, that might be real. Let's see.
Now, the doll doesn't actually move, but the items surrounding it in the storage closet fly.
Hey, Theory, welcome.
The room, and
You're just in time for one of the best videos of the night. You made it just in time. And sorry I haven't been on as much lately. I have a lot of Christmas stuff going on and had family obligations over the weekend, so couldn't really stream as much. But, again, I have half a day on Wednesday, and I took Friday off, although I think I'm going to go play golf. It's unseasonably warm here. So it should be very warm enough. I'm going to be in probably t-shirt and shorts playing golf. when I have no business wearing any of that where I live.
Even on top of the doll. Viewers have speculated that because the doll was buried in the debris, that the woman's doll isn't even actually haunted, but perhaps her house is. However, others claim that the supernatural
that was really a
is
strong
simply
throw.
on the doll.
But I do feel like all of that could have been done with a single string, just depending on how hard you're pulling it. I think this could have been very easily fixed because it all centers on that rack behind, and all the movement, everything behind it, it just seems, I don't know, maybe it's real. I'm just not buying it myself.
Some even claim that they saw the doll move in the video before everything came crashing down. But without a source, we'll never know. So, what do you think? Get out.
Get out!
Moved into a new fully furnished rental house. But not long after he moved in, he began to experience strange things and hear unexplained noises. Late one
Well, I'm moving out.
night while he's asleep in bed, he hears
I'm
the
not
creepy
staying there.
sound of what seems to be someone hitting keys on the piano in his living room.
We've seen this one. This is a pretty good one. Maybe we'll go ahead and watch this. You can actually see the keys being depressed here, I think. Chair moves, I think. No. Bro, since you're here, I'm gonna go over the plans for the channel. Again, just real quick. So Wednesday for the half day, I do need to do, some shopping. So I'll probably, after I log out, do some shopping. But then I plan on coming back, and my friend talked me into doing the Path of Pain just for like maybe 15 to 20 minutes, giving it an honest try. He said I'll probably hate it because there's a lot of pogoing that I need to do. So I may not go all the way through that. And then maybe possibly some Silk Song. But also I've started finding a lot of free-to-play demos. So I think I might play some of those demos. It's horrible. I know it's horrible. I know I'm not going to like it. And I know that he has said that I'm not going to like it either. Mainly because of all the pogoing. I don't mind having those small little blade, like when there are blades and you have to land in between them and jump across and all the platforming stuff. That's pretty cool. But when I have to pogo off of things, he's right. I don't particularly like that.
Thanks
so
for the follow. I
probably won't finish the Path of Pain, but I'm going to do that. Tuggier X-Plays, I think. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. I think you're number 50 on... No, I'm up to 52. You're 53. Maybe we'll get monetized on Twitch before too long. That's thank you. Really starting to appreciate you guys following and subscribing, all that stuff. All right, enough of me. More of this.
To try to figure out just what is going on.
You guys are hitting the good videos right now. These are two of the better ones.
Not go well.
Dude, what the
Why'd you go lay out there? You are such an idiot. The piano is playing itself, so you decide, oh yeah, let's just go out there and lay down. And we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, nothing's gonna kill me while I'm out here. Yeah, get out of here, idiot. Oh, now you've had enough?
As he is leaving, he manages to capture this video.
The TV turned on. Oh, amazing. Oh, and the lights are coming. The whole house. The whole house. The whole house. Oh my God.
Now, usually when people watch these videos, they say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what he did.
Smart.
Carter moved right out of that house. And The end of this haunted story, I guess. The thing down the
Ah,
hall.
happy ending.
Oscar Nunez says that strange, unexplained things have been happening all around his home. He believes that some sinister presence has attached itself to his family. One night, he and
That's
his wife
bad
were
news.
home.
That's the worst when it attaches itself to your family. Like if there's an object, at least you have a chance at getting rid of the object or trying to figure it out. Like you just start putting stuff in Goodwill until you find the object that, you put it in Goodwill and all of a sudden everything stops. But when it's attached to your family, you give everything away except the clothes on your back. And you can even buy new clothes, give those away, move, and still have problems. And that sucks because you got to get a priest and you have to do an exorcism at that point. There's no other, I don't know what else you would do.
Find something truly bizarre.
Oh, this is satanic. Flies, instant. This is demonic, satanic activity. No question. Why? Dang it. Dang it. Forgot to shut off all the work stuff. Alright, well. Nothing should pop up. Nothing has popped up.
For some odd reason, there are flies swarming all over their house.
I gotta look at it now,
Can't
though.
think of
God dang it.
any rational explanation. Another late night, and Oscar's son has fallen asleep on the living room couch.
Okay.
The young boy
Should be in the
wakes up
clear.
and sees
Yeah.
something that chills him
We're in the clear.
to his core.
Yeah, he left the TV on. Wasteful. I can hear my cats up there. Okay, he freaked out about something in the hallway. He looked down at that hallway and nope, right out there.
Oscar's
Absolutely.
son wakes up after he hears a strange
Look at
voice
that.
runs to
He's
his parents'
nope.
bedroom, crying and wailing in fear. The young boy tells his dad that he saw someone scary in the hallway. But did you?
Yeah, you could.
When Oscar checks
I didn't
the
see it.
footage, he sees a large figure that looks like a
Oh,
man
I see.
standing in the hallway.
I can't see it on my
wearing
one monitor, but I see it on the
costume.
feed. I'm gonna have to make
Even
this
weirder, whatever
lighter.
this is just seems to disappear.
Oh, the
into
highlight.
thin air. Oscar Nunez
Wow.
says he and his family have.
Thank you, Nuke, for enhancing that because I couldn't see that on my feed. I could see it on my secondary monitor, which doesn't seem to be as good as my main monitor. But anyway, that's creepy. I think we've seen this one as well. I know these are the top 25 videos, and they're probably just going to get better moving forward. But I mean, the best ones, or what I think are the better ones, we're going to watch through again, but we're going to skip some of these coming up.
Idea who or what this is. Unleashed. A couple in West Virginia owns a little pet shop, and they usually let one of their older dogs wander around the place. But one morning when they
Well,
come
not
to
anymore.
open up, something seems wrong. The dog isn't his usual happy self. Instead, he's curled up in his bed, trembling, and absolutely refuses to come out. The shop owners are worried.
That poor puppy. You know, that sucks the worst for animals and, dogs and cats that are being terrorized by paranormal. Because where are they going to go? Like, they're locked in. They can't really get out or escape. It really sucks for those guys. And I can understand why he's curled in a ball and shaking. Probably got terrorized over the night. I think we've seen this one as well.
Might have spooked the little dog. They find something truly bizarre. At around around 11:30 p.m., the camera shows the little dog
That's
wandering
weird.
aimlessly through the dark pet store. Suddenly, out of nowhere, something seems to actually launch the dog sideways, hard, almost as if he was kicked. Thankfully, the pup wasn't seriously hurt. But was this some weird freak occurrence? Or does the pet shop have a guest that no one can see?
I've seen dogs make that motion when something freaks them out. I just don't know what would have done that for this dog. I'm like looking over, you know, I think he probably saw something. Yeah, it was very weird to me. I think I've seen this one before. It is weird, but I'm looking back here to see, because it looks like he comes around and he sees something that makes him jump and freak out and run. And I've seen dogs do that before. Like something will thump against the glass, or there'll be a knock, or something they weren't expecting freaks them out, and they'll react exactly like that. Not necessarily they got touched or kicked or pushed or anything like that. Although that's not out of the realm of possibility. And of course, dogs are not actors. So what we're seeing here is reality. This is actually happening to the dog. I don't know. It's strange. Is it paranormal? I don't see anything paranormal. I just think the dog freaked out.
Next up, a guy named Angelo says that some seriously strange things have been happening in his house in Tenerife, one of the Canary Islands of Spain. Angelo says that one night his dog Nala started acting very weird, as if something had given her a serious scare. Curious and a little worried, they decide to check the security footage. What they find is downright chilling.
Oh, this is the one where the collar gets ripped off the dog. You'll see it, I think, in the mirror or the TV. This is a German Shepherd, I think, too. No. It looks like a German Shepherd in the reflection, but it's not. Yeah, you see it? It like shakes it off, like it's almost like it threw its own collar off. But you can see in the video that something clearly pulls it off when it's slowed down, and he doesn't. I'm going to skip to the next video because that's really all you see here in this one. Oh, look at that. Just skip the ad too. Love it.
Paranormal things have happened to him, but nothing as crazy as
Yeah.
what he recorded late one night near the end of December. Just as Jorge is about to go to bed, he hears strange noises and gets up to investigate. And that's when things take a terrifying turn.
I swear to God, there was like some...
No. I'm leaving. Start. That actually sounds like it's coming from outside. Yeah, this one is pretty crazy. We'll watch this one. Mainly, I think I've seen most of these throughout the year, but the better ones we're gonna watch. I do feel like this is coming in from outside, like somebody's just screaming just outside on the street or something. Still, it's creepy and crazy and freaky. Would I be turning on all the lights? You're damn right I'd be turning on all the lights. I'd be grabbing that big old flashlight I have that's like a spotlight. It's like a 300-watt flashlight. Yeah, everything's getting lit up. Everything. Yeah, I can do a watch request. Tuggy, what do you have in mind? You have a link you can send me? We'll watch the rest of this one, and then whatever the request is, we'll get into that next.
That cannot be real. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me.
See, he's checking all of his rooms, too. Like, he can't figure out where it's coming from, right?
You gotta be messing with me. I swear to God, there's gotta be joke. Whoever's in here, I command you to leave in the name of Jesus Christ.
Boom. Nice job. Nice job.
Oh,
Don't be cussing when you're doing that.
right through my body.
What did he say?
Oh, I got adrenaline going right through my body.
Oh, adrenaline. Jeffy on YouTube. Yeah, I can pull it up. Is that a channel, or is there a specific video, or is that a specific video?
What the is that?
Now that does sound like it came from inside. Sort of. I mean, there could be somebody just outside screaming their head off and then smack the window or the door right then. That is kind of also what that sound reminded me of. Although, if he goes back through the house and there's something out of place or on the floor that wasn't there the first time, that's going to be amazing. That sounded like somebody banging on the window to me.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh, the door shut.
Close?
Yeah, that door was open.
Oh,
Dude's all tatted. Oh, did you see all the dust?
you gotta be kidding me. What's the thing? Oh, I'm getting a... What's the thing? Oh, I'm getting a
There was...
badly. I'm getting headed badly. Oh,
The door shut again? That... Whoa, that's crazy. All of his stools fell down?
Blood-curdling screams, and as he goes in search of the source, he starts to hear loud banging.
Dude, if this dude's faking, this is really good. I mean, he's doing a good job acting and freaking out. It's a puppet. If I look this up, and this is some kid's show, I won't say you're banned, but you're going to be close. Okay, we'll finish this one and we'll get into it.
The sound of something moving around. Jorge himself starts to scream even louder than the ghost. And finally, Jorge re-enters his kitchen to find that even though the room had been in perfect order just seconds before,
It's very fast.
all his cabinets are open and his furniture seems to have been tossed to the floor.
It's very fast.
Is Jorge experiencing a violent haunting by an evil entity or a poltergeist? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
But if you had 2 or 3 people in there moving around, you could fake that. You could fake that. I don't know. It's very good. This video is very good. But we don't actually see anything. We just hear the screaming. The screaming sounds that's coming from outside. We do hear the door slam. And at the time it takes him to actually walk in there, after we hear it slam, definitely somebody could have pulled that shut and then went or hid around the corner. I mean, there was a couple places where they could have been out of sight or could have gone outside and closed the door quietly behind them. That could have happened too. All right.
A woman named Natalie.
All right, we're on to the next video. Before we continue that, we're going to do a quick search. We'll go right here. I don't want to lose my place. We'll go into YouTube here. And we'll look for Jeffy. No. I might have just lost my place. Oh, Jeffy, Five Nights at Freddy's. So this is going to be... I don't know. You got a specific one here you want to... Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Theory. You didn't see anything happen. You heard some of it happening. I don't know. That last one seemed pretty crazy, but when you really stop and just think about it and what happened, I don't know. This is a teen show. I don't know. Let's watch one of the shorts. We'll watch one of the shorts. Do you have a specific one you'd like me to watch here? Because I'm not watching. Yeah, I don't know. This does not look great. Oh, he loses his pencil, and then the remainder of the video is he's got a pencil stuck up his nose. Nanny? All right. Jeffy's nanny. All right, we'll try this one. I like that it's got viewer discretion advised at the beginning of this video. We'll give it a shot. We'll try it. Sorry, bro, you're going to have to stick with me on this one. We're going to go back to the paranormal video here in a little bit. Why can't I get it full screen? Come on.
All right, Jeffy. Here's your green bean pizza.
Wow, Danny, you found a way to ruin pizza. Good job.
I didn't ruin the pizza, Jeffy. I made it healthier for you.
Cannot full screen this.
To get
What do you want to drink, Jeffy?
piss to go with the shitty food.
Jeffy, what do you want to drink?
Danny, I already got my 2-liter bottle of Coke right here.
You're not going to drink a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and if you're going to drink soda, you better drink Diet, because it's healthier for you.
Dad, I'm not drinking something with the word
Is it?
in it.
Jeffy, that's not the word diet, that's diet.
I don't care if it's a girl, Daddy. I'm still not drinking it.
Well, you're not drinking regular Coke, because it's not healthy for you. I'm going to put this up. All right, so Jeffy's going to drink Diet, because...
Why is Mario his dad?
Bad for him. So let me go get him a glass to drink out of, because I don't want him drinking right out of the bottle. All right, Jeffy, I got you a glass for your soda.
That's amazing.
Come on. That's it, Jeffy. Since you wanted to ruin your pizza by putting soda all over it, you're going to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner.
But Daddy, I don't like peanut poop and jelly ass sandwiches.
Well, since you ruined your pizza, this is what you're going to eat for dinner, and you're going to make the sandwich all by yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Daddy?
Jeffy, it's super simple. All you have to do is put the peanut butter on the bread and the jelly on the bread. What?
Yeah, I did it all by myself.
Okay, smartass.
Oh yeah, I'm smart.
No, you're not smart, Jeffy. Look, you're going to stay here all night until you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Dude, how does this guy have 1.4 million subscribers? I don't know how this guy has done this. I also don't know why I can't full screen it. It will not, no matter what I do, full screen this guy. That's crazy. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes here, but...
My name's Jiffy. Like the peanut butter?
You know what, Jeffy? If you're hungry, make your own sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let me just get rid of this one that I messed up.
Ugh. Oh, it's garbage.
Okay, I'm all done making my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Jeffy, what are you doing in the kitchen? What the hell? Jeffy, why did you make this mess? Oh my God, it's everywhere!
Where did this guy come from?
What?
Look what your stupid kid did to my kitchen!
Jeffy, why'd you make a mess?
You told me to!
No, Jeffy, I said make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, not throw it everywhere.
Well, you didn't tell me not to do that.
Well, you need to punish your son. Look, if he was my son, I would beat his ass. But, like I was saying, I would beat his ass. If you don't know how to punish your kid, look, you need to hire a nanny. Just get the hell out of my kitchen! Get your kid and get out of my kitchen!
Oh, Jeffy, come on, get out. Oh, Jeffy, what you did in the kitchen was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
I need a drink after this.
Jeffy, what's wrong with you? Why do you have to do bad things? Why? Why don't you listen?
Daddy, listen.
All right. I'm cutting it off right there. We're done with that. Gave it a shot. What the heck? Why can't I? Now everything's all goofy. Why? Man. Doxing myself. We gotta go back to Nukes. Videos. We're going back.
Seconds before,
There we go.
all his cabinets are open.
All right, we're doing that.
Furniture seems to have been tossed to the floor.
Full screen that one.
So is Jorge experiencing
I don't know why that's broken.
entity or a poltergeist? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I'm sure.
A woman named Natalie who lives in the UK with her family says that lately strange things have been
It
happening.
feels like
in their
that should have
home.
given me a virus.
Natalie says that recently they've been doing renovations in their older house, and she believes that all of the activity might have disturbed something in the home. Something dark and sinister. One night while her son is sleeping, this happens.
Hold on one second. One second. We're gonna. Yeah, band. Yeah, band. Ooh, everything's so pretty and far away. All right. Band. Weird. Weirdo guy. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird video. Weirdo guy. Hope it didn't really give me a virus. I mean, I don't see how it would have. All right. Get full screen on this again. Here we go. That does look like a pole. Actually, we're going to skip anything with a child in it. Welcome back, Theory. Had to ban that guy.
Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg? You decide. Late one night, Sarah Vargas is relaxing at home in the apartment that she shares with her dad in Colombia. Suddenly, she hears something from the apartment next door that is truly bizarre.
Oh yeah, this is an exorcism, but we only kind of hear the yelling and the shouting. We don't see. There's nothing paranormal in this video. We're gonna go ahead and skip.
Because the policeman asked.
They ask for a rosary or a crucifix. Where? Yeah.
Suddenly spot something that absolutely creeps.
Next one. What was the
front porch having some ice.
what was the name? 15. Here we go.
Heather Paul is outside on her front porch
Oh,
having some ice cream.
no name on this one. Just 15. All right, whatever.
Then Heather suddenly spots something that absolutely creeps her out.
There's like little mosquitoes. Kind of going on.
She definitely is seeing what's on the video. She looked over and was like, whoa.
What? What did you say? What did you
And then
say?
she see through. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
You gotta keep that open.
And now either this is really paranormal or well edited.
Can't tell me it's not good.
Heather whispers she scares me to her husband and children, but they have no idea what she's talking about. Neither her husband or sons can see the bizarre figure dressed in white that is walking down the sidewalk only about 20 feet away. Heather says that the woman looked like, quote, a lady dressed like a nurse from the 1950s with an eerie grin on her face. Heather is now freaked out. She can't understand why no one else saw the strange nurse. So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy pale figure walking right
Yeah, and you,
by.
see through there.
Me out, so I just kind of like jumped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious old abandoned mental asylum, the Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry.
So a little backstory, I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them lost their lives because they were just treated so horribly. The conditions that hospital was in was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through, and these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were
So, a commentary on these asylums. They definitely should have been reformed, but I believe it was John F. Kennedy signed into legislation laws that started phasing them out. I don't think they should have been phased out. I think there should have been reforms, and the people should have been better taken care of than they were. But, I mean, we went from basically one extreme where you have these madhouses that were just horrible places to put people to they're not existing anymore. And it seems strange to me that we don't have them, to be honest. It's weird to me we don't have asylums anywhere. And it's weird because it's like TV shows and movies have like delved into, like, America has asylums. It seems like a normal thing. We haven't had them for 50 years in this country. So it's very strange.
so overcrowded, like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their medications, and try to keep the place clean.
Now, when I was a kid growing up, we used to definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like, the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold, it's not normal, it feels weird. Like, you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies, and there was still those, like, metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was, like, over there, and I'm like, oh my God.
But this story gets even weirder still. Heather's dad lived in the same house as a boy. When Heather shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital. So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital? And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk? Mimi heads for higher ground. Proud grandmother Cindy Reed from Cleveland,
At least this one has a title.
her granddaughter Nova at the family's.
That last one was more of a half paranormal, half almost mini feed on how institutions used to be run in the United States. Very weird.
Home when things suddenly take a very creepy turn.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here. So
Oh, look, it's Tuffy sitting right here. Right here.
You too. I miss you too. What? What? Who's coming? Who? You see somebody back there? Who? Him? Where's he at? Is he in our house? Where? Show me. Where's he at? He's right in front of you? Who is it? Who's there, mister? What are you doing in our... Where's he at? In the dining room?
Yeah.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him. Take me to him. Show me. Wait, let me... Show me. Is he right here?
Yeah.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me. We're going upstairs.
Nothing paranormal in the video.
We're going upstairs. You are...
Little Nova says that she sees a man with, quote, bug eyes standing in the dining room. Grandma Cindy gets a bit freaked out by the whole situation.
Again, we have a kid, and yeah, we're going to skip the rest of that. This is...
Maggie Gann says that she has experienced...
Get out of here with that.
...around her house.
So, in the upstairs of my house, there's 2 rooms. Both of the doors open and close all the time by itself.
So one day, Maggie is casually filming a cute video of her cat, Onyx, when suddenly something happens.
That's a good name for a black cat, Onyx. Whoa! That cat looked like it got pulled.
Now, at first, Maggie doesn't even notice anything odd and even laughs at what she thinks is just the cat being weird.
Yeah, I would have gone and immediately picked up the cat.
When she watches the video back, she notices that the cat's tail seems to be yanked by some invisible force. The video went viral.
Yeah.
No one can really explain just what happened to the cat. But what do you think?
That is a little weird. Nobody would... Well, okay, no, I won't say that. Because I was like, who would pull a cat by its tail like that? Just for a video. This is kind of along the same lines theory, as you've pointed out in the past, that people have been using their... Or maybe they don't use their kids, but the paranormal is using the kid. Either way, it's not good. So I'm trying to, when I'm thinking about it, when there's a kid in the video, I'm just going to start skipping those. I'm not going to be watching those or adding to promoting those. The cat can't help it. But if this woman... Yeah, try not to add to it, you know. If it's on there for a few seconds, okay. Like that last one, I didn't think about it. You know, if I don't think about it, I don't catch it, whatever. But I'm going to try not to do that. This one's a little different. Animals, I think, are okay. And again, if this is paranormal, that's bad enough. But if this girl did it for the views, if she's faking this, like somehow, because it doesn't look like anything's tied around the cat's tail. Although, I think if you tied it around the base of the tail, you could it possibly could look like that. But it really does look like the entire tail kind of straightens out and gets pulled. So that this one could actually be paranormal, in my opinion. This could be one of the few paranormals that we've had on the channel. Yeah, it's just weird. And it starts biting its tail, and yeah, no, it's a weird one.
People who claim to have caught some very unusual paranormal activity around their home. But as always, I leave it up to you to decide.
And again, we don't know, just watching this, we don't know if it's fake or not. I always assume it is. But the people living in the situation know if they faked it or not.
So, late one night, a man named John hears strange movements coming from his bedroom down the hall. John says that he has experienced some strange events in his house. So he begins filming as he peeks inside his bedroom. What he captures chills him to his core.
Is that a face? Oh. Dude, that's the weirdest part, is it's like 3 mirrors in. Like it's reflecting on the reflection.
In the room, 2 mirrors are facing each other, but only one of them.
So we've had on this channel before, I guess it's not good to have reflective surfaces facing each other. A mirror and a TV or glass can have consequences like this. So be sure you're not facing anything together if you can help it.
The mirrors reflects a strange, horrifying face.
Oh, yeah.
One turns.
It's creepy. Oh, man. God dang it. When I saw that just now, I think it's edited. I'm almost sure of it. I mean, when it moves, like it's almost like there's a layer of film on top of the other one. When you watch this move,
In the room, 2 mirrors are
look,
facing
just take
each
a look
other.
at it again here.
One of the mirrors reflects a strange, horrifying face.
Yeah, when it moves, it looks fake. Like the last part of that hair moving out looks really digital, and it's almost badly edited, in my opinion. This is fake. This is fake. Dang it. When you get close up on it like Nuke did, you could tell.
It starts to seem like something in the house is not so happy with all the new changes.
I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back.
I heard that.
I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there.
Like, are you just going to leave the house then?
Really cold right here. What was that?
Yeah, where are you not going to go? I saw it.
The man peeks into one of the rooms.
Yeah, right here on that. Yeah.
What looks like a small child seems to suddenly appear, lurking in the corner. Not surprisingly, the guy decides to just get out of there.
Wise.
Happy we're here.
So when people, like, leave and they post it and they're not looking for views or anything, those ones convince me the most that it's probably paranormal. Because they're really not looking for anything, and they actually are freaked out, and they're doing the right thing. Like, yeah, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm out. I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to post this to see what you guys think, and that's it. And then they leave it alone. What did that say? Not here. Go here.
Happy we're here.
No here. I don't know.
Holy. Dude, there's...
In this next creepy clip, a guy named Frank claims that...
I think he's had that on the... I think he's kind of cutting them off because he's trying to fit a bunch into an hour here. But I think he's had the longer version of that. And both times you see the kid there on the one frame, and then he goes into the room and there's just nothing that looks like what you're seeing on that angle. Now, that being said, I mean, maybe there's something to that angle. Maybe there's some weird shadow that's being cast. Because it does seem like when he goes into the room, his camera has light and it shines into that corner. So it could very well be just some weird shadow effect on the wall.
One night he spotted something very strange behind a shelf in his living room. He grabbed his phone and began recording.
See kind of a little foggy, almost like a flame fog thing. Is that what I'm supposed to see?
Frank films something making odd movements as it slowly disappears right in front of his eyes. A hug goodbye.
That wasn't very good.
Calls herself Sissy, says that her husband passed away 8 months ago under very sudden and unexpected circumstances. One day, as Sissy and her son Clarence are walking out of their front door, their Ring camera records something very strange.
Here you go, Grandma. Come on. Let's go.
How about you?
Oh, wait. What? Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. Okay. That's what I was just about to ask. What did you say, bud? Did you say bye to? Oh, okay.
Again, a couple things here. A couple of initial thoughts. One, we don't see anything or hear anything. So it's just this kid reacting to something. I don't know if he's imagining it. I don't know if he's really seeing something. I don't know. But we don't see anything paranormal here. The other half of that, I've talked about on this channel before. Biblically, we just go to sleep and then we go to judgment. So anything that's appearing to us here in the here and now that resembles or sounds like loved ones that have passed, probably demonic. Demons are very good at lying to you, and they'll lie in any form, in any way that can hurt you. I'm not sure what the point of that is. It seems very wholesome and good, but what happens in 2 weeks? What happens in the next 6 months? Does it get worse? Does it start getting scary and evil? Is this a one-time event? We don't know. And we probably won't know.
Now, Sissy posted the video because she thought it was just a little odd and kinda cute that her son was talking to his dad who passed away. She made no claims that the clip was paranormal, but when she posted the video online, viewers began to point out that there also seemed to be a strange voice in the clip.
No, I didn't hear it.
Might actually be the little boy's father.
Now again, what did I just say? Sounds like his father.
Communicating from beyond. Now I'll enhance the audio and listen carefully just as little Clarence walks out of the door.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, barely hear it.
Let's go.
A quiet voice seems to whisper, "Honey." And
Boy, somebody had really sharp robot ears on that one.
Even stranger, he seems to think that it's the voice of his deceased father and actually walks over as if his dad is standing nearby on the porch. The little boy says, "Daddy hugging me." And again, a strange, quiet voice seems to whisper back.
Oh, wait. What? Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. Oh, wait. What? Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence.
So did little Clarence actually encounter the spirit of his deceased dad, saying hello and giving him a quick hug? Clarence seems to think so, but as usual, you decide.
I do like that about Nuke, that he lets us decide about that. It's kind of the same thing. I'm giving my opinion, but I also want to know what everybody out there thinks as well. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. Bro, I know you do when you have those. So, but anybody else that's lurking, feel free. Feel free. Except Tugler, who got banned. Yeah. In case you didn't see that theory, he started calling me a few names, and Yeah, it was all a sham and a hoax. I should have known because that was a horrible video. Probably edit that right out.
A bolt from the blue. Now, I usually don't post many UFO videos on this channel, but there's something a bit different about this.
I didn't even do anything to him. I don't know. Somebody has nothing better to do.
On August 5th, Andrew Clifton was walking his dog Dash in the Malvern Hills of Western England. He was shooting some slow-motion video clips of his dog to post to Facebook. When Andrew checked his footage back, he found something that left him speechless.
Oh, buddy. We've seen this one. There's an arrow. Did you see it?
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's an arrow. Now that I watch it again, I thought initially that somebody might be shooting an arrow at them, but watching that, it doesn't seem like it's shot at them at all. It seems like it's shot in their general direction.
To his dog Dash, some unknown long cylindrical object seems to fly just over his head at a very fast speed. And
oh, maybe it was at them.
Scary, because cynics and debunkers claim that this object is an arrow, possibly shot from a bow or crossbow.
Yeah, it does look like an arrow. Absolutely.
Strange UFO, or someone randomly shot an arrow at Andrew's head while he was out.
That's not paranormal, by the way. And on this channel, those are the scariest. Those are the scariest videos. Some real person shot a real arrow, whether intending to hit them or not, in his general direction. I think this was random because it was only a single arrow, and there wasn't another, like, one that was fired at him again. I think it was accidentally and random, and the person who, probably what happened was, they were screwing around or whatever, fired it, realized, oh crap, there's somebody over there where I just fired it, I'm out of here, ran before that thing even hit. So, yeah, this is the scariest one on here so far.
But what do you think? Is this something from another?
Theory, you get all my good stories because you're here all the time. I just thought of this. I remember I was driving with my grandma and grandpa, and we're going down a major highway, and out of nowhere, I hear this real loud, it's almost like a rock got chunked into the wheel well and bounced around a little bit. And then we had a flat tire on that, and thank God my grandpa was driving, because he didn't freak out at all. He was like, "Oh, we got a flat tire." Just didn't even hit the brakes because it was the back tire. And I was sitting in the back, and my grandparents were up front. He slows down, and we go off to the side of the road. And he's like, "I just have to change the tire. We got a flat. No big deal." So, as we get out of the car and we're looking at things, it's definitely the tire had gone flat. I had thought, maybe or something like that, but it didn't look shredded at all. It looked like there was just this weird round cylindrical hole in it. And what had really happened, my grandfather took it off and put the new one on, the donut on, and he drove me back to my parents on that tire, on the donut, and then went to go get a replacement after that from there. But what really happened was somebody shot the car. It could have gone through the car and hit me. That's the craziest part. I was sitting in the back. I heard it hit that wheel well. And when we got out, there was a nice hole. It looked like a perfect hole. And it was a little ripped because he'd, driven a little ways on that, but we just coasted to a stop. Yeah, pretty amazing. So, and again, we were the only car hit that day. There wasn't, there was no news story about how, somebody was shooting cars or nothing. It just seemed like a random, out of nowhere shot. And, thinking back on it, I think there was a gun range off to the side, but none of the targets or anything faced the highway, so it could have been somebody, I don't know, reloading or had set their weapon down and it accidentally had gone off. I'd like to think these things are more accidental than intentional. But yeah, the scariest stories, not paranormal.
World, government technology, or new fear unlocked?
No.
Someone shooting an arrow at you while you're walking your dog.
Yeah.
You decide.
I think that was random.
At the end of last year,
I don't think that was intentional.
And their son moved into a new home. The house was remodeled from the remains of an old church, and it was built right on top of what used to be an old graveyard. Shortly after moving in, Alex begins to hear the creepy sound of someone walking through her home. But when she looks, she finds nothing and no one to explain these strange footsteps.
It's always bad news. Always bad news. It's always bad news when something like an old church graveyard combo and it's been moved and now these houses have been built on the location. Never hear good stories about that.
It's downright chilling.
Oh, French. This reminds me of the scene in Ghostbusters when he's like tapping the keys. Oh, they hate that. No, they love that. They love it. Turns out. That heavy breathing's hard to fake, by the way. Yeah, I'm done. Oh! And it comes from downstairs, not his room. Yeah, that gave me a little goosebumpy. I don't think she's faking because of the breath, the breathing. That's really hard to do. And it's continuing, like the whole time her breath's going. She had opened the door, and it said it again. Yeah, this is Pet Cemetery. Why is the cat there and the cat's not freaked out? Well, there's the piano. That'd be funny if the whole thing just shut. Yeah, I'm done. Like, I'd grab my son, we'd go stay at a hotel that night. That's it. We'll grab the cat. We're all at, if the rocking chair starts moving, that's good. So whatever, see, these are things that key me in on probably demonic. Because it started playing the piano to what? To what end? And saying, Mommy, to what end? Why is it doing that? To draw her in, to bring her to this area. Why? So she comes to this area and immediately things start happening. Books start flying off shelves, things are opening, rocking chairs are moving on their own. It got her to come to this location and then started messing with her. That's what I think. I think this is demonic, ready to get out. Just leave the area. Oh, the TV's on.
Alex hears a child's voice calling out
Mm-mm.
from somewhere, even though
Nope.
her son is fast asleep in his room.
Nope, right out.
She hears the voice again from downstairs. Mama. And she goes down to investigate.
We all heard this. What?
When she discovers
Nuke, what are you doing? He's like reenacting the whole thing. We saw it. We got it. Just play the thing again if you want.
the piano in her living room is playing all by itself, and her TV has inexplicably just turned on. Books come falling out of a cabinet, and a chair rocks back and forth, almost as if someone or something is sitting and watching her. Understandably, Alex says she couldn't sleep the rest of the night.
Oh, really?
Fortunately for Alex,
I slept like a baby.
it's about to get even creepier. One night, Alex returns home from walking their dog. Her son is away.
It's going to get worse.
Her home should be empty. But as she heads toward the house, she notices something that sends a chill down her spine.
Is this going to give me goosebumps now? What am I looking at? I can't tell what I'm looking at. Oh, there's somebody standing in the window. Yeah, what a nightmare. I agree. Oh, and then the light goes off. And back on. And off. See, I don't understand hauntings, other than it is an attention grabber. It's trying to say, for some reason, it's saying, I'm here, and it's doing it in a way like, I'm freaking you out. I'm going to terrorize you. Because, I mean, personally, if these were human entities, why are they trying to deliver such a message in a way that is creepy and trying to... It's always this way. It's never a voice saying, hey, I'm still here. Don't freak out. Don't worry. There's not a lot of that. I've seen a couple of videos like that, but it's extremely rare. And then later on in those same videos, it escalates and it starts to become more terrorizing or horrific. So generally, I would say demonic. This is probably demonic activity. Because I don't think she's faking. Like the labored breathing, the terror in her breath, very difficult to fake. That, I mean, you could do it. You could do it.
And Alex is frozen in fear as the strange shape seems to...
But it's difficult, and it's difficult to maintain through the whole video, and she did.
Isn't home, and the shadow just disappears. Now, no one was found inside the house or on the property.
Did she call the cops?
And Alex and her young son are having a nice, quiet...
Did I miss that? Did she call the cops on that?
Evening at home. Suddenly, this happens.
More. Did it say 6, 7? Dumb cats. Okay. I mean, honestly, before I did that, the light's coming on. I'm not going in that room dark. What are you doing? Now the head's going to move or something. Something else has got to happen. There. Finally, she took the light. Oh, and guess what? Once you turn on the light, everything stops. And the thing disappeared. Right? Weird.
A teddy bear in her son's bedroom seems to creepily wiggle around all on its own. But the worst is yet to come.
The weird part is, I don't know if that isn't an optical illusion. Because she moves back and forth in there a couple times, And as she's moving back and forth, the motion is identical every time she's going through them. So that one I would think actually is probably, I mean, with all the other stuff, it could be paranormal. It does appear to be moving, but it could be an optical illusion as she's moving. It could just appear to be with a difference in contrast of colors of light and dark. That is something that has been documented scientifically that happens. There's things that appear to move that don't really move, that as you're shifting around and moving look like they're doing that. So that one is possible that there's an optical illusion going on there.
One night, when Alex is once again completely alone at home, the paranormal activity in her house becomes absolutely terrifying.
Why are you still there? I don't know to be honest, I don't know what you're doing paying in rent or what you're paying in rent. But take a smaller place for the same amount and go somewhere else. Like, seriously? What are you doing? Yeah. The cat always looks like it's freaked out. What? Does she have more than one cat? Did she drop her? She dropped her phone.
With everything that has happened, Alex believes that her home is haunted and is now actively looking for help. But what do you think is going on here? Could the creepy events in Alex's home have anything to do with its history? Perhaps some spirit from the old graveyard that the house is built on. Let me know what you think.
Why is the cat not freaked out? It doesn't seem to be.
Sam Rossi is an independent...
Usually animals are pretty good indicators of whether something's good or not, and whether you should be scared or not. But that cat seems stupid. Like, it's just investigating things like, why is this happening? Let me go over here and sniff it. Dumb.
Driver in Southeast Asia. He regularly posts his experiences and
I like the one-piece jacket. That's nice.
Side of Indonesia. Late one night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road that locals claim is haunted by a dark spirit. Just after he crosses a bridge in the middle of nowhere.
Lonely. That feeling lonely, I snagged from Seventh Guest. It's one of the creepiest sound bites in any game I've ever had or played through. I know there are creepier ones. I've seen Queso play through some horror games. That there's one where you go investigate this high school that has been abandoned and it's decrepit, and I mean it's high end. I mean it looks like it was put together in oh god. I blanked out on the game. The platform that it's built on is very realistic, extremely realistic. It looks like he's really in a haunted, abandoned, broken down high school. And at one point, because like he can turn on his mic and you can hear him talking and it kind of echoes a little bit in the game. And as he's talking in the game, something echoes him back to himself. That's the creepiest thing I've heard in a game. But the feeling lonely, personally, is from Seventh Guest when you go down into the maze down. Whenever you hit a dead end, that's what Faust says to you. Or Faust. Stoff. Henry Stoff says to you. But yeah, I digress way too much.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak lur.
Uh-oh.
Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur yo.
We've seen this when there are legs. He's going to look at the other side of the truck here, and you'll see legs kind of jump up out of the way. Right there. Oh, they don't even jump up out of the way.
Sam smells something horrible and peers under his truck.
It's just floating there.
That seemed to be floating just above the pavement on
Well,
the other side. But when he checked,
okay, to be fair, if you're going to fake this, you just have somebody hold on to the side of the truck. It could be a girl, because they look like girls' feet. But they could be holding on to the side of the truck, kind of hovering, using that. And then when he says something or starts to move, they could... There's a ton of stuff they could do. The best one here would be to let go of the truck after he's done filming and he starts moving around. And the person could actually, shortest path, right? Roll underneath the truck and just hop up on the other side and be out of view, no matter what angle you're doing on the other side of the truck. Hey, Whispers of Faith. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think I gave a pretty good explanation of how that could be fake. Now, whether or not it's fake, couple things. Only the guy filming knows if he's faking it or not. If he's not, he knows that it's real, right? He's out in the middle of nowhere. Sure. So, I mean, maybe he knows. But to the rest of us, it doesn't look ghostly.
There's no one there. After this spooky encounter and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help.
He just walks away like, yeah, I'm leaving the truck.
A guy named Kyle Anthony says that lately
Can't blame him.
he's been hearing strange sounds around his house. Oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house. And the house is...
At least the cats are kind of like concerned. These ones look concerned. They're like trying to sniff it out, but they do seem to be more cautious. We've seen this one. No.
He sets up
Nope.
down there to see what's going on. What he captures makes his blood run.
Seriously?
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, because there's a spider down there. Wait, the scariest thing wasn't that the plate on the outside, which is sealed, was rattling? That's not the scariest thing? Okay. Yeah, it does look like there's some ghostly image movement. That looks so fake. Sorry.
Looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house.
It looks like a bad edit.
Living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
It's small. And how would they get in there? So it's kind of sealed from the outside. How would they get in? What other entry from in the house? Okay, he has one camera pointed that way, but it looks like there's something around the corner.
I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath it. I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life.
It's wet.
I don't see
It's not great if somebody's down there.
Kyle investigates and even crawls his way into
But,
the space underneath his house.
The camera's just pointed one way.
No one there. So what do you think this is?
An edit.
Let me know.
It doesn't look...
Hiding under the covers.
It looks like a bad edit.
Who calls himself Celtic Dad
I'm just going to call that. It's a bad edit.
In Arizona. One day, his coworker shows him something very strange that keeps happening in one of the rooms.
Oh, I have a short on this. We're going to skip it. The real horror is the bed sheet. Look at it's like blood or something on there already. Ugh. Why are you touching the sheet near the blood, dude? Oof. Gross. We're going to skip that whole thing. Go check out my shorts. I mean, not literally my shorts. The YouTube shorts. Come on, guys, get your...
enough to scare you. Well, just imagine staying in a hotel that put sheets like this on the bed. Honestly, the thought of sleeping in those sheets scares me more than whatever is moving around under there.
I would agree.
Either way,
I think that actually could have been a mouse. I think I say that in the short, too. Because there could be a hole in the mattress underneath the sheet that the mouse would shoot into from, like, the bottom and is running around. And then when he goes to slam it, I mean, changes in air pressure, smaller creatures like flies, mice, those bugs can kind of sense that there's like this impending thing coming at them, and they generally dart and can get underneath there. Possible. I'm not saying that is what happened here, but it is a possibility.
Door.
All right.
Chase Beckstead and his wife Rachel are staying overnight in the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away in the house.
I didn't think I'd be up this late. Good thing it's a short week.
Is just settling in for the night when suddenly something happens that is downright creepy.
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
You a little freaked out?
A little bit.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door.
Oh, that's crazy. I was going to say it sounds like a draft, and the door's a little loose. So you could tighten the hinges on the door, and that'd probably stop it if you tighten everything up. But having stuff pushed against the door, one, stops the area, or it lessens the area where that draft can kind of push and pull on the door on the bottom part. Not only that, but when it's pushed up against the door, it should stop that door from moving. It should press it firmly into position. So that's kind of strange to me that it still has enough force to still rattle it with stuff pushed up against it. Not saying it's paranormal. Could just be a harsher wind or draft in the house, a harder one, that would still do that. And it seemed very, I know we've had this video on here before as well, timed. Like it does the same pattern of thumps every time. To-chunk, 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 to-chunk. To-chunk, 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 to-chunk. It's just the same one repeated over and over. If something was paranormal, it would be continuous, ongoing, or more random than that. It seems very systematic, repetitive. So that puts doubt in my mind to have it just over and over, same thing over and over.
And like, we're literally just...
That one was a little longer.
Even though there's no draft or air,
yeah, it's the same.
The bedroom door begins to randomly move as if it's being quickly pulled back and forth by some unseen force. Understandably, Chase and Rachel are pretty shaken up by the strange, unexplained phenomena. They decide to just pack up their stuff and...
If you really wanted to prevent that from happening, you could stick a screwdriver or something into the door frame. You could jam that door and you can wedge it in the position, and that would stop you from hearing that. Now, the force might still be applied, but it's not going to, the door's not going to go anywhere if you wedge a screwdriver or something in there. Especially if you do it not on the part with the handle and latch. If you do it to the other side, that fulcrum is right there. And it really is going to take a lot of force to move it on that side versus jamming it on the side with the lock and key and the latch.
Leave the house. But this is when things
But
get
wait,
even.
there's more.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh.
That was pretty loud.
Oh my.
Now it's more aggressive.
Okay. Yeah, we're out here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is gathering their luggage, the bedroom door slams shut right behind him. And again, it begins to move back and forth, this time even faster than before.
Yeah,
Says that he still
that's
has no idea
weird.
What could have caused the strange movement of the door?
It is more
Some video commenters believe that this was
sporadic
of Rachel's recent
because
deceased
it's sped up.
grandpa, but some think it might have been something more
No. A grandfather or somebody would not let you know they were there by doing that. That freaks you out. That freaks you out, causes you to leave. It's not a loving message. So, this is not a loved one that had passed. Yeah, well, I would agree with you, Whispers. They don't, you're right, they don't need doors to walk in and out of. So this is definitely a message to them. This is a get out message, and they're listening, and I mean, personally, I would call in a priest if I wanted to stay. But generally, if some weirdness was happening, you know, one, I would pray over, like, hey, in the name of Jesus or the Most High God or the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, please come against this, you know. I would start with that. If that doesn't do it, I would escalate. I would get a priest in, holy water, prayers, the whole 9 yards, bring the entire church in, just go against this thing full bore. Now, that's if I wanted to stay. The other easier thing to do is just move. Let somebody else deal with it.
That had taken up residence in the house. But what do you think? Nukes Top 5 viewer Ariel sent in this next creepy video.
Nice.
Now, Ariel says that strange things often happen in their home.
Bingo was his name. Oh, is the TikTok name.
Doors in the house open on their
own. It's her dog's channel.
Fall to the ground, and Bingo often seems to bark at something
well,
she and her husband just.
I mean, to be fair, something was kind of already over on the edge on the other side of that. I mean, to be honest, blankets and stuff that we have in our house, when they're over on the edge, you could see them slowly moving, and then they fall. It's just gravity.
Can't see. One day, while Ariel and her husband are watching TV, this happens.
I'm like looking everywhere. Somebody pinched the dog?
Seems to be pushed and then squeals in pain and absolutely freaks out. Jumping on
It does look like a push. Yeah. The whole back end slides. That's tougher.
In this next video that unfortunately was posted online with no credit, a man says that his dog has been acting odd for no apparent reason for the last 15
These
minutes.
poor dogs.
So he grabs his phone and starts filming.
Been freaking me out for about 15 minutes. I know, dude. What's going on?
Look at that tail. When a dog's tail is straight up like that, that's distress. It's not wagging. It's not. That is definitely. I am warning you. There is a problem here.
What are you seeing? Something's been spooking him. He's jumping around.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of wag because it's a Goldie.
What are you seeing?
I like golden retrievers.
Why don't you back
I like Goldies. Good boy. Yeah, you get that, Ghost. You get it.
What are you seeing? You're freaking me out, buddy. Should we go, Bubba? You tell me when it's time to go.
Did you see that?
Should we go,
I saw it. There's a little shadow, but it could be a bug or a bird on the other side.
What you're looking at, but when we need to go, you let me know, buddy.
I discount that because it could have been something casting a shadow on the house. I don't.
You out, bub. Okay. Should we go?
And it's really not where the dog's looking. The dog's looking at the ceiling, like in the middle above the.
When we gotta go. As soon as you walk out, I'll be right behind you.
The dog seems to bark and react.
The dog doesn't understand that. You have to lead the dog, by the way. The dog's not going to leave you. It's protecting you.
To something that his owner can't see. But I have to ask, did you see it? Unexplained small dark shadows seem to be flying around the room, and the dog seems to be reacting to them. The first unexplained dark orb appears above the
It's looking.
Then in front of the windows.
Yeah, it watches that move.
And even down
Wow.
the wide hallway. Even creepier, when the man asks the dog, "Should we go?" An unexplained female voice seems to whisper, "Get out."
Should we go? Yeah?
So did these dogs see and possibly even get attacked by something?
See, the yip makes me think that it got pushed, but then it got pinched or something. That is a sharp pain kind of a yip.
Paranormal? Well, you decide. Proud mom Savannah says that she often took her daughter to see her grandmother.
We're almost at the end.
Home, and that her little girl always loved those visits. Unfortunately, one quiet night, Savannah's elderly grandmother passed away peacefully in her sleep. The very next morning, just before sunrise, Savannah's daughter wakes up and wanders into her playroom. She sits there in the dark, all alone, playing and just talking to herself.
That's creepy.
But when Savannah listens closely to the security footage, it seems like her daughter might not have been alone after all.
Sorry, we're gonna skip ones that have kids in. We're not doing kid videos. Sorry. Yeah, and this one's pretty creepy. And then when the photo gets enhanced, it's even worse.
Now, at first, many people who saw Keeney's photo said that the dark figure in the background was simply a shadow from one of the girls, or
no.
Keeney's own reflection.
I mean, it could be this girl in the glasses right here. I mean, if this were a mirror, I could see that because of the hair right here. Oh no, that's what it is. It's a mirror. Look there's a chest right here. This is a mirror. Look at her hair. How her hair is right here matches. It matches. Oh no. This one got me. This is not paranormal. Oh no. It's just the angle. And her hair is probably wavy or something, so when you enhance the video, it looks like a disfigured face, but it's really her hair in the dark. It's weird how the flash, I guess she's just off of the angle. But if you look at the hair on this side, I could see this little curl coming out. That is definitely her reflection on the angle. That sucks. That sucks. It's harder because this shadow from this hair comes down here, so I think she's blocking her own, just from the angles, the way everything's angling, that you can see the reflection here from her, but she's blocking her own down here, or she's blocking it. So you're not seeing her on this, but you are seeing the one for her in the back. This is definitely a reflection. This is not paranormal.
She took the picture, but then people began to brighten the image a bit and saw this. The extra
It does look weird.
Seems to have a ghastly face. It doesn't look like a shadow, and it certainly doesn't look like Keeney's reflection. So just who or what is this? You decide.
Yeah, I don't know about the enhancement. The enhancement's a little harder to explain. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it could be edited. Yeah, you're right, bro. It could be obscure lighting, too. I was thinking that because if it's a little curly and you have that lighting that's kind of trying to go around and then reflect back onto the back of the head, you could end up with something like that. I mean, it'd be rare, unusual, but not impossible. I could see that. But I think it's more likely it was edited just slightly, unfortunately. And in this day and age with AI, really easy to do. Extremely easy. That's the video, guys. I got to get to bed. I have 1.5 days left of work this week, but we'll see how I feel tomorrow. If I'm tired, I might not stream tomorrow. But Wednesday, I am planning on streaming. We'll try the Path of Pain a little bit. Again, I've been warned on Hollow Knight Silk Song because it's just so punishing. Like, it's not fun to play through. But it's on sale right now. If it's still on sale on Wednesday, I may get it because it's like 25% off right now. So it's like $14.99 or something. So if it's still that way on Wednesday, I might get it just to try it and play through some of that. The other thing I was thinking is those demos. We'll probably play through some demos. We'll try that. Thank you, Theory. Whispers, do you have a suggestion on what I should play through? I'm open to playing something other than Hollow Knight, especially since Silk Song is kind of not fun to play through. It seems more like, and I don't know why they made it this way. It doesn't seem like it's fun. It seems more like it's a punishment instead of a sequel, something you'd like to play through or enjoy. For the main progression, it's not that bad? Okay. Yeah. Resident Evil, like, if you want me to play through a horror game, those are not really my cup of tea. I don't mind watching some paranormal stuff, but I don't particularly care to play through horror games. I mean, I've played a little bit of Resident Evil. It didn't seem too bad. It didn't. I mean, there weren't a lot of jump scares at least in the early editions. Okay. Do you have how about this? Whispers, what particular version or is there a specific Resident Evil you would want to see? And I know they're getting ready to release another one, but I don't think it's due out for another 6 months. 4? Resident Evil 4? I'll take a look at it. I'm not going to do it on stream here. I'll take my time. I'll think about it, and Well, I'm not going to say no. I don't want to limit myself in any way because I never know what I will like. Maybe I'll play it and like it, so I'll play through it. So I'll see what the price tag is on that and take a really good look at it and maybe play through that. So stay tuned. Find out on Wednesday. Rejoin the stream. I'm going to try to be on a little earlier on Wednesday since I only have half a day, but I do need to get some Christmas. I know it's the last minute. I've even forgotten a lot of the time that it's the Christmas season. I haven't been listening to a lot of Christmas shit, the normal stuff that I would normally do. We have cats now, so we can't put up the tree, so I don't have a Christmas tree to look at. I didn't even bother getting any of the Christmas ornaments. I didn't even decorate anything this year. And certain years are like that. Certain years I decorate like crazy. We do a lot of stuff. And other years, like this one, not a lot. And on those years, I forget to do shopping and stuff. Also, I need to kind of limit my budget because I don't know how long I'll have my job. We got bought out. So it's probably coming to an end. I'm probably going to have to find something else. That's why I need you guys to like, share, subscribe. Get me monetized on here so I can just do this. Theory, I know what that's like. There have been years where, especially when I was getting a little too old for Halloween, but then at like the last second, I was like, Mom, I think I would like to go trick-or-treating. And I'm like 13, 14, 15. And I'm like, really, I'm too old to do this, but I'd like to go for one more year, trying to stretch it out. And like the night before or the night of, I'm like, yeah, let's try and find a costume. So we're rushing out trying to find costumes. Go. It was a mess. I'm not a planner. I'm still not that big of a planner. But yeah, be sure to hit that notification button, both of you, and follow me on X. Let me get my X up here real quick and post it so you guys can copy and paste this. Be sure to follow me on here because a lot of times when I don't stream, I will post that I'm not going to stream that night. So then you won't have to look for it. Or I'll post the stream right before I go live of what I'm going to stream that night. So it's all usually live stream. There's no real long form videos, but there are shorts. There'll probably be some shorts coming out of the videos tonight. That's up to my editor. She usually just picks some good stuff. She's really good at it. So I just let her kind of do the thing. Sorry for the jerkwad Tugler posting Tuffy. Oh, what a horrible. If I do start making these live streams in a long form video, I'm editing that right now. The whole thing. That was just 4.5 minutes of just why, and then him being like, I tricked you. You call me a bunch of names after that. So, Whispers, I think you might have missed that part of it. Or you might have been lurking, which is fine too. I don't mind people lurking in the channel. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you both for really coming along for this longer stream and joining me for the whole thing. I'll try to be on tomorrow night. No promises. Definitely will be on Wednesday. Until I see you again, be good to each other. Have a good night, and Merry Christmas, everybody.